Good morning. I'm not really going to share this, so we'll wait for see if anybody jumps in, but more likely than not, first place it'll get widely viewed will be on my favourite channel, 3Speak. Twitter last night. Oh, fantastic. Twitter banned all political advertising. Now, what's so interesting about this is that outside of America, I don't think countries outside of America have this vast spend of money on advertising that, Twitter is so ethical. I don't think so. This idea that campaigns cost billions of dollars, and remember, Obama's, I think, first campaign or the second one was the first campaign to flip over $1 billion. But then this is a point I've been trying to make to everybody since 2016. Trump won, remember? Trump did not spend more than Hillary. Hillary spent more than Trump. The idea that the more you spend and that spend must be on advertising, the idea of that seems to have gone out of the wall, it just, that the link isn't there. And obviously Twitter is tiny. Very few real people are on Twitter. It's full of journalists and so-called influencers or sort of thought leaders, but most of whom can't think. And of course, it's the place that Trump has gone to get his message out. But he doesn't pay for advertising. I mean, I've never seen a sponsored tweet from Trump. Maybe his campaign does some sponsored tweets, and that there are some sponsored tweets done by organizations like PACs around him. And of course, this will affect them. But then what's a bigger effect is the fact that they keep banning high-profile Trump supporters like Milo and Laura Loomer and Tommy Robinson. That's a bigger problem. But now, obviously, the pressure is on Facebook to ban political advertising. But here's the problem. Facebook has so dramatically cornered the online advertising market that if you ban the entire class of political advertising, you're looking at something similar to the problem that they have in Australia with what they did with crypto. And I haven't spoken with my friend Andrew yet about this, but I would say that a blanket ban, if all of these online properties blanket ban political advertising, and if political advertising of this kind of sort is legal in Australia, then they'll fall foul of the same laws that we're going after them for the crypto advertising ban, which is going to be really funny. I don't think they understand the consequences of what they're doing. You can't build the place where so many people spend so much time online and then just remove the ability to use it for an advertiser. Advertising is apparently too important. Or is it? And this is the point. Is online advertising really that good at switching people to vote or getting them to vote? Now, we're told it's really good at getting the vote out, but I guess so is a dedicated team of on-the-ground people who go out and knock on doors and show up at your house on polling day and say, can I give you a lift to the polling station? Maybe that's a much better investment than flinging millions of dollars at Facebook or NBC or ABC or your local cable stations. As far as getting videos out, candidates can make the videos that they want to make and put them up there. Now, this does obviously affect those who've already got big reach positively, and it disadvantages newcomers who have no Twitter following and no Facebook following. How are they going to grow their following? It's very difficult. But I can see now that any political candidate who hasn't spent the last 3 or 4 years frantically building up an email list, not Facebook likes, because they can be taken away. We saw that with Tommy. I mean, 1 million plus Facebook likes gone in a night. No, you have to have email lists. You have to have telephone numbers. You have to have direct communications, Telegram groups, anything but Facebook and Twitter, because you can't trust those two. They are not platforms you own. Do not trust them. I think Web 3.0, something like Steam, something immutable, something built on technology that just isn't mainstream yet, something decentralized, that's going to come along. Now, also what we're going to see now, I think, is all candidates are going to be frantically pushing, if they've got a direct communication system like an email list, the main thing they're going to ask their email list to do is like and share this on Twitter and Facebook and on social platforms. So in effect, they're going to turn whatever audience they've already got lined up with emails, they're going to turn that audience into their mechanism for online advertising, and that will be far more effective and far cheaper. Yeah, I really do. I hope that this leads Facebook to ban online political advertising, because then, of course, what we're going to do is, what will inevitably happen is people are going to say how accurate and how truthful are the drug adverts. And we're going to go after drug advertising, and then they're going to go after everything, and the cancel culture will come to Facebook and bite it hard in the arse. The only thing is, I do hope that Facebook survives long enough for our lawsuit to really kick in. So yeah, those are just my quick thoughts. I'm recording this one day early because tomorrow is Friday, but there is the third place playoff in the Rugby World Cup. By the way, I should also do Channel Ident. I'm Brian of London. You're listening to Brian of London from Israel in the morning, early in the morning. And yeah, so I may skip tomorrow's video because I may be rushing home from my park walk to watch poor old Wales play New Zealand, the loser playoff, because of course on Saturday morning it's going to be England versus South Africa. Now, I think many of you may know I was born in South Africa but left as a baby and grew up in England, so I would say that I support England, but a little part of me won't be well, I will actually. No, I do support England. I can't help it. English rugby that's the sport that I was most interested in back in England. Then cricket, football distant third, but I was always into rugby. I love watching rugby. Can't play it, too small, not fast enough. Very poor rugby player. Always had speckies, so I was just not the guy for rugby, but I love watching it. Anyway, this is my thoughts on Twitter and Facebook and all the others. By the way, I just discovered that LinkedIn and Pinterest and all of the other minor social networks, they all banned political advertising quite some time ago. They just don't want the hassle either, and I can understand it. But this whole thing of banning, restricting, censorship. Oh, by the way, yesterday's video I put out, do take a look at that. It's just a short 40-second clip of Tim Pool saying over and over again all of the things he won't want to say on YouTube. I can't say this because it's on YouTube. Well, this video is not on YouTube, so I don't care. I don't know any bad words that will get me demonetized, because there's no such thing that can demonetize me on Steam in that way, unless a whale downvotes me, but we'll see. All right, it's Brian of London, just saying good morning from the park in lovely west of Tel Aviv. Speak to you all soon. Bye.